Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, beta, today we want to go ahead and we want to start with an important topic, which is probability. But in the meanwhile, first of all, I want to just go ahead and tell you that this morning I have recorded all monetary policy committees, including all possible committees that can be asked in exam, whether it is Simha committee, whether it is Urjit Patel committee, others. So please go ahead and have a look at that video. And as I always tell you, the best way to go ahead and revise Indian eco is to write. So please make these runny notes. Jaldi jaldi ye runny notes bana lo and try to go ahead and just write down important pointers. Ki jaise for example, you don't want to make each and everything, you don't have to write each and everything. What you have to go ahead and do is just write important things. Jaise, I know that Narasimha Committee 1, it came during the LPG period in 1991. It suggested merger of the bank. It suggested that private banks should be introduced. तो बस ये 2-3 point लिखे and you move on to the next topic. तो हर एक के केस में you need to go ahead and you need to make sure that you have written these runny notes. रनी नोट्स आर सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट एज आई टेल यू एंड हर टॉपिक पे आपके पास आपके रनी नोट्स होने ही चाहिए. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू गो अहेड एंड यू मेक दोस. हाँ, ओके. नाउ as far as statistics is concerned, तो stats में ना, if I just help you, I'll just give you a gist of how to go ahead and revise stats. So entire statistics should be revised in approximately a week's time. Okay. And when it comes to stats, you need to go ahead and you need to focus on some important topics. तो जहां तक मुझे आइडिया लग पाया है अभी तक, मीन, मीडियन, मोड, स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन, ये सबका स्ट्रॉन्ग हो चुका है एंड एवरीबडी is able to go ahead and solve questions on these topics. But the topics that you are not able to solve on, one is probability, one is distribution sampling, and one is correlation and simple regression. So my first focus is going to be on these topics, these 3-4 topics. I want to do multiple questions on these topics. And the later half of the week, I will just give you extra questions on mean, median, mode, standard deviation. वो खुद से कर लेना. I don't think that there is something that needs to be explained in those topics. ऐसा कुछ भी है which I have to cover per se in those topics. That you can take on your own also. So the first important topic that I want to go ahead and I want to focus on, that is going to be in mock tests. No beta, 10 mock papers have been already are there on your portal, and additional papers also are there on your portal, some additional paper. So no extra mock paper practice is required. If you can practice these 10 mock papers, it is more than enough. If you need additional practice, you can always pick back on the papers of past years of CUET. You can practice those. You can pick up on past year papers of JNU. You can practice those. But 10 mock papers are sufficient for any paper. किसी भी mock paper की बात की जाए, more than 10 is never required. Huh? Okay. So now let me talk about what all is important from the point of view of probability in your CUET paper. So first of all, just try to understand, as I always tell you, you should know who formulated a particular thing. So probability was formulated by Pierre de Fermat, and he was from the period of 1600 to 1665. And he was the one who started thinking around the concept of outcomes and who started thinking ki probability hoti kya hai? What is probability? He started thinking around this topic. Huh? And then, of course, we had another famous person thinking around probability, and that was Bayes. So around which we have the famous Bayes theorem. So these two people are very important as far as your concept of probability is concerned. Okay. Now, the next thing that we need to go ahead and we need to focus on is just a second, beta. Huh. So the next thing that we need to focus on in probability, is conditional probability. ये सबसे important topic है. One of the very important topics in probability is conditional probability. So when I talk about conditional probability, it is basically the probability of occurrence of one event given that the other event has already occurred. So for example, if I tell you that, I tossed a coin, and on that coin, I see that the outcome was head. Now I need to toss the coin again. So when I toss the coin again, I am asking you what is going to be the probability that I again see a head. So when I go ahead and I ask you what is the probability of second event given that the first event has already occurred, that is called as conditional probability. So it is probability of A given B, which is probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. This can be called as conditional probability. There are various properties of conditional probability. तो पहला property तो ये है that whenever you want to find probability of A given B and you write it as probability A intersection B upon probability of B, the first thing that can happen is that the events can be independent. By independent events, I mean that A को कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा that B has already occurred, right? So probability of A given that B has occurred, it is simply equal to probability of A. A is not affected that B has already been occurred. A को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा कि B already हो चुका है, right? So this is called as being independent. Now, whenever events are independent of each other, so because I am saying that probability A given that B has occurred is simply probability of A. So if I just open this up, I will get probability of A intersection B upon probability of B is equal to probability of A. So yahi se I will get the fact that probability A given B, A intersection B will be probability of A into probability of B. Right. So we can go ahead and we can say that probability of A intersection B is simply probability of A into probability of B. So this is also an important formula that you have to remember. Now, another thing जो हमें याद रखनी है वो है probability of A union B, जिसे हम लिखते हैं probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. तो अब दो चीजें आ जाती हैं. पहला बेटा, when A and B are independent. अगर A और B independent events हैं तो हमें पता है कि probability A intersection B will be A into B. तो यहां पे हम लिख सकते हैं probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A into probability of B. And the second thing that comes is A and B are mutually exhaustive. मतलब A और B में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है. So if there is nothing common between A and B, अगर A और B में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं होगा, so I can say probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus B, और इनका जो intersection हो जाएगा, because there is nothing common between them, it will become 0. So this will be probability of A plus probability of B. Right? There is nothing common between them. Sorry, not exhaustive, exclusive. I meant exclusive. Thank you. Exclusive. They have nothing common between them. So when they are exclusive of each other, they don't have anything common between them, then their intersection will be 0. And if their intersection will be 0, you will get A plus B simply. यहाँ पर simply A plus B आ जाए. अच्छा, sometimes instead of using the word mutually exclusive, what the examiner will use is that A and B are disjoint events. A की बात है बच्चे. Disjoint का मतलब भी यही है कि A और B में कुछ भी common नहीं है. And if A and B have nothing in common, अगर उनमें कुछ भी common नहीं है, then we can simply go ahead and we can write that probability A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसमें वी यूज द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ यूनियन एंड इंटरसेक्शन एंड थ्रू दोज वी सॉल्व दीज काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. अच्छा, now the second important concept which we can go ahead and we can use, that is the concept of the multiplication theorem or the concept of conditional को ही use कर रहे हैं, but we are using the concept of multiplication rule of probability. इसका क्या मतलब है? It means that, but suppose I tell you that probability A given B is equal to probability A intersection B upon probability B. अगर इसको रीराइट कर दूं, सपोज आई राइट दिस एज प्रोबेबिलिटी A इंटरसेक्शन B is equal to probability A given B, इसको मैं यहां ले गई into probability B. So when I go ahead and I rewrite thing like this, जब हम इसको we bring this on this side and we rewrite it like this becomes the multiplication rule. इसको हम मल्टीप्लिकेशन रूल बोल देते हैं. नो बेटा, इंडिपेंडेंट एंड एक्सक्लूसिव आर टू वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग. इंडिपेंडेंट मीन्स दैट प्रोबेबिलिटी A इंटरसेक्शन B is probability A into probability B. Exclusive means they don't have anything in common. तो ये तो कॉमन बताता है ना कि A और B में कॉमन क्या है. तो exclusive means probability A intersection B will be 0. They have nothing in common. इनमें कुछ भी common नहीं है. Then they will be called as exclusive events. Try to understand the difference. Huh? Independent and exclusive are not the same thing. Independent का मतलब ये है कि A intersection B will be A into B. Exclusive means that A intersection B will be 0. They have nothing in common. Disjoint का मतलब भी ये है, they have nothing in common. Okay. Now, बेटा, so next ये वाला था multiplication rule. Again, I will just show you in a while कि इन सब rules को हमें कैसे use करना है. Now, the next thing that we need to go ahead and we need to understand, ऐसा कुछ ना कभी कभी एग्जाम में आएगा, so they will go ahead and say that which of the following statement is true? Which of the following statement is true? And they will give you something like this, that they will mention assume event E and F are independent. ऐसा बोल दिया कि assume event E and F are independent, then which of the following statement is true? और फिर उन्होंने बोल दिया कि A intersection A complement and F are independent, E complement and F are dependent, E complement and F are mutually exhaustive, E complement and F are exclusive. Right? ऐसा कुछ करके they can give you a statement in exam कि E और F जो हैं they are independent events, right? But can we go ahead and say कि E complement and F will also be independent? Yeah, E complement F will be dependent with each other. So such kind of questions can be very, very commonly asked in exam. So beta, what is given to you in this case? अच्छा, anyone who can tell me the answer? Will it be A, B, C or D? क्या होगा इसका आंसर? E and F are independent. They're asking you about which statement is true. Okay, C. Others? Can you tell me what will be the answer? A. ठीक है, समझो ध्यान से. हाँ, so E and F are independent. Independent का मतलब ये हो गया बच्चे probability E intersection F is probability of E into probability of F. अब whenever, actually there is a rule, whenever E and F are independent, अगर E और F independent हैं, then E complement and F are also independent. Then E complement and F complement are also independent. Then E and F complement are also independent. ये रूल है. हाँ, मतलब if E is independent with F, E का होना F पे डिपेंड नहीं करता है. जैसे लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. बेटा जैसे आई टेल यू कि E is rain, whether it will rain or not. हाँ, एंड F is कि मैंने एक कॉइन टॉस किया एंड आई गेट द नंबर 6. तो वेदर इट रेन्स और डज नॉट रेन, उसका मेरे कॉइन टॉस करने से तो कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. बोथ ऑफ देम आर इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स, दे डोंट हैव एनीथिंग इन कॉमन. E is the event it rains, F is the event I get 6 on a coin. They are not related with each other. इन दोनों में कोई commonality नहीं है. So if E and F are not related with each other, तो बेटा E complement will be not rain. So this and this will also not be related, na? How can they be related? So if rain is not related to you getting a 6 on the coin, then not rain can also not be related to you getting a 6 on coin. तो अगर ये और ये इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट है, मेरा एक कॉइन पे 6 लाना इस पे डिपेंड नहीं करता. इट डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन वेदर इट इज रेनिंग, तो इट शुड नॉट डिपेंड वेदर इट डज नॉट रेन. सो इट्स कॉम्प्लीमेंट विल ऑल्सो बी इंडिपेंडेंट. समझे? Same here. F complement will be getting number 1 to 5 on coin. Again, इसको क्या इससे फर्क पड़ेगा whether it rains or does not rain. So if E and F are independent, E का होने से F को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, F के होने से E को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. If E and F are independent, then E complement will also be independent to F complement. E complement will be independent with F. F complement will be independent with E. हमेशा ये चलता रहेगा that their complements will also be independent with each. So answer to this question should be A. Just try to go ahead and take some example in mind and then try to solve it. Things will be easier for you, right? So that's the next thing, bache, which can be asked in exam. And the last thing that can be asked in exam, that is going to be your Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem, this is basically based on the formula of conditional probability. पहले मैं एक क्वेश्चन करके दिखाती हूँ, then I will tell you exactly कि Bayes theorem कैसे apply हो रही है. Let me give you a simple example. Suppose I tell you bag 1 contains 3 red and 4 black balls. Bag 2 contains, say, let me 5 red and 6 black balls. And now I tell you one ball is drawn. And suppose I tell you that the ball is red. I am telling you find probability that it is from bag say 2. अब देखो ध्यान से. देखो बेटा, I can either get a red ball from bag 1 or I can get a red ball from bag 2. If I go to bag 1, there are only 2 bags. So दोनों को select करने का probability is half and half, equal probability of selecting bag 1 and bag 2. So I have half chances that I will select bag 1 and half chance I will select bag 2. Bag 1 के अंदर there are 3 red balls and total are 7 balls. So red ball का probability is 3/7. In bag 2, there are 5 red balls and 6 black balls. So in total there are 11. So bag 2 का probability will be 5/11, selecting a red ball. तो ये तो हुआ if I am going by a direct path कि या bag 1 choose हुआ या bag 2. Bag 1 में इतना red ball, bag 2 में इतना red ball. A Bayes theorem will always flip. जब हम flip करेंगे, then definitely I will use Bayes theorem. मतलब I have to choose the reverse path. It is already known to me that I have chosen a red ball. Now I want to ask, what is the probability it is from back? So Bayes theorem will always be a little reverse statement. That is how you can identify that it will be a Bayes theorem. वो बोल रहे कि देखो ऑलरेडी मैं रेड बॉल तो निकाल चुका हूं. आई हैव ऑलरेडी पिक्ड अप अ रेड बॉल. अब बताओ कि क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी रही होगी दैट इट विल बी फ्रॉम बैक 1, राइट, और बैक 2. सो इन दिस केस वी विल डिफाइन वन इवेंट जिसको हम बोल देंगे इवेंट नंबर ए. इसको हम लेबल दे देंगे ए, एंड ए विल बी द इवेंट ऑफ ड्रॉइंग red ball. Then we will define two events. Event E1, that it is from bag 1. Event E2, that it is from bag 2. Then we will say, look, I know it is given to me that I have drawn a red ball. Given. ये मुझे पता है कि it is a red ball. Given to me that I am drawing a red ball. What is the probability that it is from bag 2? And to find this, the formula of Bayes theorem is that जो भी यहाँ निकालना है बेटा, you will revert it. So you will say probability A given E2 into इसका probability of E2, and in the denominator you will take all possible cases. So probability A given E1 into probability E1, probability A given E2 into probability E2. अगर 3 bags होते, if you had 3 bags, you would have taken A given E1 into E1, A given E2 into E2, A given E3 into E3. So whatever possibilities you find, you will take all in the denominator. So given it is event 2, it is bag 2. What was the probability of drawing a red ball? We already found out, 5 by 11. What is the probability of choosing this bag? We found out it is half. Given E1, that means bag 1. What is the probability of choosing a red ball? We already found out. What is the probability of this bag? Half. Then this one is same as you have plugged it in the numerator. 5 by 12 into 1. You will just solve this. So this will cancel out throughout. And you will get 5 by 12 upon 3 by 7 plus 5 by 12. Just solve this, huh? So you will get 35 by 71. By 9. 12, 24, 36 plus...
Ma'am, it's 11.
35. 5 by 11 tha kya? Okay, thank you. So this will be 5 by 11. So this will be 33 plus 35, 68. 11, 11, 11 will get cancelled. 35 by 68 will be your answer. So this is how you can go ahead and you can solve the Bayes theorem. Okay. Okay. So just try to understand that in Bayes theorem, we always go ahead and we reciprocate. If I need to find probability E given A, I will write probability A given E2 into probability E2 because I have to follow this tree, right? So tree says that first choose bag and then choose the ball. And question is asking opposite. Question is saying, I have picked up the ball. मैं ball already उठा चुका हूँ. Now tell me that it is from bag A, B or C and respective. Okay. Now, what we will be doing in today's class is the following. It may take some time. So you need to open up your copies. एक copy pen खोल लो. We will go ahead and we will solve 60 questions in class now. Okay. So 60 probability questions. We will just take them in class and solve them together so that this topic is clear forever. पहले question से शुरू कर रहे हैं बेटा. All of you, I'm giving you 2 minutes. In case you don't have your copy pen with you, just go ahead and pick that out. Ready? Should we start? Give me a yes, huh? Great. Let's start with the first question. Let's do it together and do quick. We need to maintain the speed also. What is the probability that a leap year has 53 Saturdays and 52 Sundays? So any leap year beta, it has 366 days. किसी भी leap year में 366 days होते हैं. Now, any year in general, leap year हो या ना हो, it has 52 weeks. So if I go ahead and multiply 52 with 7, I will get the answer as 344 days. मतलब किसी भी वीक में अगर मैं इन जनरल किसी भी वीक की बात करूं, सो आई विल हैव 52 वीक्स है ना, सो आई विल हैव 52 मंडेज, 52 ट्यूसडेज, 52 वेडनेसडेज, 52 थर्सडे, 52 फ्राइडे, 52 सैटरडे, 52 संडे. किसी भी वीक में 52 हर दिन होता ही होता है, एंड दैट गिव्स मी 344 डे 364 days. In total, I have 366 days. So the remaining 2 days are extra days in a leap year. These remaining 2 days that I have, ये 2 दिन कुछ भी हो सकते हैं. It can be Monday and Tuesday. It can be Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, Friday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, Sunday and Monday. Any of these combinations can be formed for these remaining 2 days. But ये क्या बोल रहा है? ये बोल रहा है कि हमें वो remaining 2 days में Sunday तो नहीं चाहिए. Because I need exactly 52 Sundays. I don't need the 53rd day to be a Sunday. I don't need that. Which means I don't need it to be a Sunday. I don't need the 53rd day to be a Sunday. So I need to go ahead and cancel this out. But I need it to be having 53 Saturdays. So यहाँ पे अगर मैंने इसे select किया, I will have 53 Saturdays and Sundays. This is the only option where I will end up getting additional Saturday, but there is no Sunday involved. Sunday 52 ही रहेंगे. So it is only possible if the days are Friday and Saturday. So there is only one such case possible. So your answer will be 1/7. Okay. Now let me just go ahead to the next question. So question number 2. Look here. It says that a box contains 5 defectives and 15 non-defective items. 2 bulbs are chosen at random. What is the probability that bulbs are non-defective? पहले इन questions को कैसे करना है? You need to go ahead and you need to see बेटा कि कितने total bulb हैं. So the total number of bulb is 5 defective and 15 non-defective. So it is going to be 20 bulbs. Out of 20 bulb, it is saying that you are choosing 2. So denominator is always total probability. So out of 20 bulbs, you are choosing 2. Numerator देखो बच्चे. How many defective bulbs are there? 5 and non-defective are 15. And I want both of them to be non-defective. मतलब my favorable is that out of 15, I need to choose 2. Then you can solve it. So my favorable event is that out of 15, I need 2. Total is out of 20, I am selecting 2. So this will be 15 factorial, 2 factorial, 13 factorial upon 20 factorial, 2 factorial, 18 factorial. Just go ahead and solve this. 15 into 14 by 20 into 19. I am leaving the calculation up to you. Okay, now look at the third question, beta. 8 couples attend dance show in a popular TV channel. A lucky draw in which 4 persons picked up for a prize is held. Probability that there is at least 1 couple that will be selected. So whenever such kind of question come, जहाँ पे at least word involved है, it says probability at least 1 couple, at least 1 couple. ऐसे क्वेश्चन में please don't follow the approach of solving this directly. क्योंकि at least 1 में it can be 1 couple, 2 couple, 3 couple, 4 couple till 8 couples. तो बहुत difficult हो जाएगा. In such questions, you will always solve this question by doing 1 minus probability of selecting none of the couple. Right? Try to understand this thing, huh? Probability of at least, कुछ भी कहीं पे भी मेरे को at least मिलेगा. I will do 1 minus none always. Now, if I don't have to select any of the couple, अगर मुझे couple में से select नहीं करना है, तो what do I have to go ahead and I have to do? ये 4 person मुझे ऐसे select करने हैं कि they should not be husband and wife. They should not be a couple. So 8 couples means beta in total I have 16 people. So out of 16 I need to select 4 people. तो total probability तो simple है denominator में that out of 16 I need to select 4 people. अब बहुत ध्यान से देखो न्यूमरेटर कैसे निकलेगा. इमेजिन ये हस्बैंड वाइफ, हस्बैंड 2 वाइफ 2 ऐसे करके कपल्स बने हुए हैं. अभी जो मैं पहला इंसान निकाल रही हूँ डज नॉट मैटर. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पर्सन आउट ऑफ द एंटायर लॉट. सो आउट ऑफ 16 आई एम सेलेक्टिंग 1. Suppose I selected this person. Out of 16, this person has been selected. I want to make sure that I don't select any couple. 1 minus probability of selecting none of the couple. So if I don't want it to be a couple, तो जैसे ही मैंने husband को select किया, मेरे को automatically wife को eliminate करना पड़ेगा from the group so that the wife is not selected. Because if wife will be selected, I will be into a trouble. I will have a couple. So I have to remove wife also. And how many remaining people I will be left up with? 14. Then out of 14, I will again select 1. So suppose I selected this person. Then I cannot select her. वरना फिर से couple बन जाएगा. So when I will select out of 14 one person, I will eliminate her also. I don't want a couple. Then 12 में से 1. Right? Are you getting it? So the probability of selecting none of the couple means I want to make sure that whenever one of the husband wife is selected, मैं उस slot में से दूसरे person को भी eliminate कर दूं so that I have less people left. So this is what I have done here. This will be 1 minus probability of selecting none of the couple. And when I am finding none, तो देखो this is 16C1. जैसे ही मैंने एक को सेलेक्ट किया तो उसका कपल का जो सेकंड काउंटर पार्ट होगा, उसका जो भी स्पाउस होगा, आई विल जस्ट एलिमिनेट द स्पाउस ऑल्सो. सो 2 people are now gone out of the lot. Then out of remaining 14 I will select 1. Similarly, out of remaining 12 I will select 1. Out of remaining 10 I will select 1. Divided by out of 16 I have to select 4. Just solve this and your answer will be 15 by 39. Okay, come to the next question. If 2 dice are thrown together, the probability of getting even number on one die and odd number on the other die. In this case, it is my high suggestion that you go ahead and you make the sample space. जब भी dice का question आए, make sure that you make the sample space, right? So your sample space will be 1, 1, 1, 2. Please solve it along with me. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. 2, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5 and 5, 5. Now it is saying क्या चाहिए हमें? We need an even number on one dice and odd on the other dice. So कहाँ पे होगा बेटा? Even on one and odd on one. Even on one, odd on one. This one, this one. Then you have this, this. So you will notice that from every row, you will be selecting 3 numbers. From every row, you are selecting 3. So इसका probability will be 18 out of 36. That means 1 by 2. That will be the answer to this question. Okay, beta. Question number 5. Take a moment. Try to solve this yourself. Give me the answer. Out of first 20 natural number, one number is selected at random. Probability that it is either an even number or a prime number. Quick. Try to do it. Okay. So try to see, हाँ बेटा even number कितने हो जाएंगे हमारे पास 1 to 20 में 10 even numbers ना 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 20. So there are 10 even numbers. So I will just go ahead and write 10 by 20 plus probability of prime number. बेटा prime number कौन कौन से हैं 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19. How many prime numbers are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 minus intersection. तो इन दोनों में common, what is the common number? 2. So minus 1 by, right? So just solve this and you will get the answer as 17 by 20, right? This is 18 minus 1 by 20, 17 by. Make sure that you don't take this twice. 2 को twice मत ले लेना. 2 is coming here also and 2 is coming here also. But don't take it twice. Just take it once. Huh? Okay, beta. Question number 6. Try to do this yourself first. So a number x is chosen at random from number this. What is the probability that mod x is less than 2? So we want mod x less than 2. It means that try to solve it. What will happen? Anyone? So when mod x will be less than 2, x will be between minus 2 to 2. So x can be minus 1, x can be 0, or x can be 1. So the favorable probability is 3, and out of total probability 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the correct answer to this question will be 3 by 7. Correct. Okay, beta, come to the next question. In a party, there are 5 couples. Out of them, 5 people are chosen at random. What is the probability that there are at least 2 couples? Please try this because I have already done a similar question. What is the probability that there are at least 2 couples? Okay. So probability at least 2 couples will be 1 minus probability. It will be 1 minus probability no couple plus probability 1 couple. दोनों consider करना पड़ेगा बेटा. At least 2 couples बोल दिया ना. So 2 couple, 3 couple, 4 couple, 5 couples. So it is 1 minus probability no couple plus probability 1 couple. What is the probability of no couple? देखो जरा ध्यान से. There are 5 couples, which means that there are 10 people. Let me find out favorable probability first. Out of 10, I need to go ahead and I need to choose 5 people. Out of 10, I need to choose 5 people. Now I want to make sure that there is no couple. तो ये 5 people ऐसे choose करने हैं that there is no couple. तो कैसे होगा ये? पहला मैं 10 में से कोई भी एक choose कर लूंगी. Then I will eliminate उसका corresponding spouse. Then I will choose 8 में से 1. Then I will choose 6 में से 1. Then I will choose 4 में से 1. And then I will choose 2 में से 1. So this is the probability of getting no couple together. Now I need to go ahead and I need to work with probability of exactly 1 couple together. I need a probability of exactly 1 couple together. So which means that when I will have 1 couple, so I want 4 non-couples and I want 1 couple. तो व्हाट विल हैपन, द एक तो कपल हो सकता है, तो एक मुझे ऐसा चाहिए कि मैं ये जो मेरे 5 कपल्स हैं उनमें से एक दोनों 2 लोगों को उठा लूं. आई जस्ट पिक 2 टुगेदर. And जो remaining 8 लोग बचेंगे, the remaining 8 people that I have, I need to make sure that from those remaining 8 people, they are chosen in a way that हर एक में से 1 person each comes out, right? So I need to make sure that first of all, I will keep those 2 people separate, जो मैंने couple choose कर लिया, and then out of the remaining 8 people, I will choose one. Remaining 6 people, I will choose one. Remaining 4 people, I will choose one. And remaining 2 people, I will choose one. Is that making some sense? Anyone? Any answer anyone has got? So this is exactly what I am going ahead and I am doing here. So number of selecting at least 2 couples among the 5 people selected. So what I have done is I have gone ahead. I have done it in but this is directly taking 2 couples. This is exactly 2 couples, I think. I think the question that is solved here is exactly 2 couples. We need to solve for at least 2 couples. So just follow this approach. So this will be 1 minus probability of no couple. So no couple has been selected. So out of 10, I chose 1. Out of 8, I chose 1. Out of 6, I am choosing 1. Out of 4, I am choosing 1. And out of 2, I am choosing 1. Divided by 10 means I am choosing 5 people. Plus probability of choosing 1 couple. So I am blocking 1 couple separately. And then out of the remaining 8 people, I need to just follow the same thing. So out of 8, I choose 1. Out of 6, I choose 1. 4, I choose 1. And 2, I choose 1. Now just think about it. Yahan par beta, I can block any of the 5 couple. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to multiply this with 5 factorial. There are 5 factorial ways of going ahead and choosing any of those 5 couples.